All right, Darryn Peterson balls out against Mizzou. Let's check out the highlights, and then we'll go over how his season's been going so far. I do have it muted because I'm scared of noises, and I'm scared NCAA is going to send me to prison. This first one is honestly really just a breakdown, but Peterson has a really wet three. If we run it back, though, you see right here, he's coming off. He's coming off the screen. He comes up. His man doesn't fight through the screen. If you watch, he kind of stands right there. He's pretty much switching to the roll man. This guy should pop up and meet Darryn Peterson out there, but he plays a drop coverage, and Peterson just rises right up for basically a wide open three right there, and he knocks it down. His 3-point stroke is so beautiful. Coming off the little handoff, that's just such a sick finish. His finishing inside is surprisingly good, and he looks like one of the best shooters in the draft, just as far as being a volume shooter and a volume scorer. Just on the catch and shoot, that's from deep. He's definitely going to have the NBA 3-point range come in from day one. He's probably 4 feet behind the arc on that one. His form just looks so great as well. Coming off ball, just in an ISO, just spins to the middle and pulls up for the jumper. Kobe Bryant has been the comparison I've been hearing from a lot of people, and I honestly don't hate it. We'll get to it in a second, though. That's just such a sick finish. So explosive off the dribble. He's obviously ambidextrous. He can finish with both hands. When I first watched that, I was wondering why he even went to the left hand. But if we see this other angle, you can see the shot blocker could have possibly got to his shot. I think it's this next angle. If you see, he has a chance to block if he goes to the right hand, but he comes back to the left for that floater, and that's just such a tough angle and such a tough shot that he knocks down. He just doesn't care. Just pulls up right in his face. That wasn't even an open shot. Wasn't a good look, to be honest, but the shot clock was running down, so he has to let it fly. Let's run that back just one more time. That's such a quick release. Sets his feet and lets it fly. Good good awareness on the court as well. He was aware that the shot clock was running down. He lets it fly. We'll get to Darryn's stats here. Again, the comparison I've heard is Kobe Bryant from a lot of people, and Kobe Bryant's my favorite NBA player of all time, at least non-Spurs NBA player. And I don't hate the Kobe Bryant comparison. Darryn Peterson, he's 6'5", he's 205 pounds, and so far in the season, he's only played 3 games. He was coming off of, I want to say it was a hamstring injury he had. And so far in the season, he's averaging 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He is averaging basically the 2 steals. So he's really quick and he plays the passing lanes really well. 81% from the free throw line. He's 42%, basically 43% from three, and then 53% from the field. This is only in 3 games. That's in 25 minutes played, though. Cameron Boozer, AJ DeBonsa, those guys are playing about 30 minutes per game, so they're still kind of working Darryn Peterson back into the lineup after he had, I believe, the hamstring injury he was dealing with. But he looks like he has, I say probably AJ DeBonsa may have the highest ceiling in the draft, but it's him and Darryn Peterson kind of back and forth. I feel like they both have a kind of similar ceiling. I feel like Darryn Peterson is probably the more NBA ready player from day one, but AJ DeBonsa just kind of has an unknown ceiling. I feel like AJ may have a better NBA frame. AJ has the great wingspan and the length to go along with it, so he'll be able to rise up and get his jumper off. But Darryn Peterson is so shifty. He has such a great ball handle. He's 6'5" as well. He's 205 pounds. So Peterson isn't going to have much trouble getting his jumper off at the NBA level. His three ball, again, it's 43%. He looks like just a really solid spot up shooter. He can shoot off the dribble as well. You saw his shot. His mechanics look really good on his jump shot, and I think he's gonna be a pretty high level scorer from day one, coming right into the NBA. Comparing him to AJ, he's playing in Kansas, so Darryn just playing against a higher level of competition than AJ DeBonsa is. It's kind of hard kind of hard to evaluate AJ since we haven't seen him play against some of these bigger schools. But Darryn's taking the 7 3-point shots per game, knocking down 43% on 7 attempts. That's NBA type of territory. I could see him getting 7 shots per game in the NBA. For example, Steph Curry takes maybe 9 or 10 threes per game. So this is a pretty high volume of threes he's taken, and he's knocking down 43% of those threes. Only 1.3 turnovers per game, so he takes good care of the ball. 81% from the free throw line is kind of the indicator that he's going to be a very good shooter, and he already is. The thing that impresses me the most, honestly, is how good he looks finishing at the rim. We saw that one finish where he knocked it off the glass. Um, his he could be a better passer, I guess. He looks just more like a pure scorer. He's not really worried about setting up his teammates, but that's something that I think will come with time if that's something he wants to do. But he's more wired to just be a scorer. He's just a guy. Just get him the ball, let him clear out, and let him get some space to get his shot off. He reminds me of Donovan Mitchell in a way. I did hear the Kobe Bryant comparison. I don't think he's quite as athletic as Anthony Edwards, but I think Anthony Edwards is a pretty decent comparison as well, just with the way he gets his shot off, how shifty he is, how good he is at finishing in the paint. He's just not quite the athlete that Ant-Man is as far as his vertical goes and just dunking on guys inside of the paint. But Darryn Peterson looks amazing. I could see him being taken number one in the draft. I think AJ probably will end up going number one just because I feel like he has the highest ceiling. But Darryn Peterson, Cameron Boozer, they're gonna be more NBA ready from day one than AJ DeBonsa will be, just with Cameron Boozer's footwork, with his strength in the post, than with Darryn Peterson's shooting ability. I feel like he's just more developed offensively than AJ is at this point. And then Darryn's still a raw player too. He has so much more room to develop, and he's just going to get better and better as time goes on. I'm excited to see what situation he ends up in. I know that Cameron, AJ, Darryn, they're probably going to be in like Utah, New Orleans, maybe some of these lower caliber teams. Imagine if the Clippers just keep looking horrible. OKC has the Clippers pick, and then imagine if he goes to OKC, or if AJ or one of those guys ends up on OKC. I wouldn't be surprised with how terrible the Clippers have been. But yeah, Darryn Peterson looks great. Probably be the best pure scorer coming out of the draft from day one. And I'm just excited to see him play more games because he's only played 3 games so far with his hamstring issues this season. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about Darryn. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.